Hey.
I know it's just a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Kids back
Y'all
to
about to mess up
school.
my
Look,
y'all
grandkids
about
back
to
in
mess up my whole
school.
vibe with this whole thing, this whole show today. Y'all gonna mess up my whole vibe in the streets.
Really. I'm just saying, I just love this time of the year.
Yes.
The temperature's starting to go down. I'm starting to want to go out and do activities and things like that, because actually, y'all know, when we on our hiatus in the summer, I'm on a hiatus too, because I hide from heat, I really do.
Say that. You did
Well, the
say
weather's
that.
about to change, and I like the fall season too.
Look, at
Crazy
my
though is that
season
It's
age,
coming.
I have summer all year round, all year. So I don't try to go out when it's like past 85. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But it goes to show you how everything is kind of crazy because, the leaves started to turn last month. And I thought that was already the strangest thing.
Isn't that strange?
And then we had this heat wave and it was like 100 degrees for a whole week. And I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
that was rough. That was rough. That broke into my walking time, because I was like, it's getting a little harder to walk and be, unless I carry a bucket with me I can throw water on myself, and the heat is unbearable. But ladies, you know what? I want to thank Keisha for these good questions we had today, because we're gonna start asking some good questions about ourselves, because everybody's gonna be different. Everybody's gonna have their own answer, and I'm sure it took some thought to say, So I just want to put this one out. The first question to you guys: would you date yourself?
Nope. Nope. I love that we did put this on our Facebook page, and I love the responses that we got, because people were like, absolutely, yes, but nope. The me today, I would not date myself. Only because I don't have the patience that I had 30 years ago. I don't have the patience that I had 20 years ago. And so I was always in the mindset, and even though I'm still, always trying to make sure that I am trying to be as understanding as possible, but sometimes it's just hard. I just don't have the patience. It's wearing thin. I'm menopausal. I have all these other things that, I don't know if someone is willing to put up with. And, I wouldn't be willing. I'm married now, so it's not my issue, but I wouldn't want to be with someone younger, because then I got to put up with their stuff. Then I'm thinking about the people my age, and it's just like, we're all going through something. And so it's just like, yeah, no, wasn't already married, I would not date myself. But the younger me, I would, because she was pretty fly.
Oh, go girl. All right.
Yep, she was fun.
So the short answer is no, but I would want to date with somebody who's compassionate, has some like morals and standards and drive and stuff like that. But there's so many things that I want to grow in. So I wouldn't want to date myself, because I wouldn't have an opportunity to really grow. I want somebody, more intelligent, more spiritual, more, so that I could, so dating myself, we wouldn't grow. That's how I feel.
Nothing wrong with
not
that.
not that I can't grow, but shucks, I need somebody to help me. That's what so,
I hear you.
Yeah.
Keisha.
Yeah.
Would I date myself? I think I would. I think I would date me. I would date me. Well, for one thing, I'm going to listen to the things and be in tune with what I need. So, yeah, if I'm dating myself, they're going to be in tune with everything that I like, and my wants and my needs and goals, dreams, desires. So, to me, dating me is actually listening to me and making what I validating what I believe in, my thoughts. So yes, I would. The me now. The me now. I think I would date me, the younger me, for a different reason.
What's the reason?
The younger me, I guess. Well, no, let me change that. No, I would date me now and not the younger version of myself. Now I pretty much know what I want, know how I like it, know this. The younger me, I wasn't sure, so no, I can't take that back because I've always been solid about me, but I wasn't solid about expressing. There we go, expressing myself.
Okay.
So, more so, I would, not say exactly what I need and what I want, what I desire. So no, I wouldn't date that me because that me would probably get taken over. But
Understood.
no, yeah.
How
Well,
about you, Kim?
I would date me now because when I was younger, I was very impulsive. I was a hot tamale, and that's not gonna work out too well. I would date me now because I think I'm a lot more refined. I'm a lot more thoughtful. I'm definitely a lot more spiritual than I was when I was younger. Um, I would date me because I have low tolerance. And you don't want me to bullshit with you, so you better date this one. You know what I mean? Because I think I played games when I was younger. You know what I mean? That it's not, doesn't get you anywhere. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you deal with the strife of playing those games and stuff. Like now, I don't play any games. I know what I want in life, just like y'all said. Y'all know what you want in life, and I don't think that's a bad thing. You see what I'm saying? I don't think it's a bad thing to know what you want in life and what you want for yourself, because it shouldn't be, I think, negotiable your happiness. I firmly
Right.
believe
I
that.
agree.
I agree
I
with that.
believe that now. I didn't believe it when I was younger. I
Yes.
really took on a lot of crappy behind people. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I always wager my happiness to make others happy. You know what I mean? And
I understand, Kim.
no,
Same.
no,
Mhm.
so I think it's I'm in a good space, and guess what? I would date me. And look, I would date all of us. Look, let me rephrase that for somebody to take that the wrong way and come. I think all of us at this age, we look
Yes.
really good for our age. You know what I mean? Um, we are educated, we are well rounded, and then, of course, we're the commodity. You see what I'm saying? When we were younger, we had to learn who we were. That's a
Right.
big thing. We had to learn who we were. So yeah, okay. So
And
so
but I'm glad you said that, Kim, because just so you know, the same reasons that you gave for you dating yourself now, I
Mhm.
feel that way about myself, which is why I would not date myself, because I realize I'm not at this age, I don't want to date. I'm the
Yeah.
marrying kind. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
So
I understand. I understand.
because then I would have to be trying to choose and pick, and yeah, I'm not meant to be a long-term girlfriend. So yeah, that's why.
I agree with that. I'm not either. I mean, like back in the day, I am your girlfriend and that girlfriend. But now
And that's why I
I'm
wouldn't date myself.
Right.
Yeah, because right now I'm that you don't do what I forget it, ghost you. I'm done. So I would not be having a chance to date myself because I would quit myself before I started dating.
That's because you know who you
I'm sure I
are.
would.
Yes.
because you know who you
Yeah, I'm
are.
not taking I'm not tolerating no mess. And I think I need to be a little bit more tolerant of not mess, but give
Right.
people a chance to learn who I am and what I need. And I don't give them that chance. I don't.
And
But
what dating,
that's not a bad thing though. It's not.
Right.
and it's not, and if dating, if what dating is what we remember it to be, I think our answer
Mhm.
is
Oh,
that, right?
yeah, because dating is different now.
Dating could be
We
different.
experience different. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't even know what it is now. So then
True.
I don't either, girl.
I'm basing my
I don't either.
definition off of when I was dating, right? And so that's where I'm coming from. So it's relative, I think.
Okay, so the next question don't have nothing to do with dating, okay? And this may
Okay.
be more about, how you have your friendships and your just your interaction relationship with people. Would you take your own advice? Y'all silent,
Absolutely, I would.
That
Yes.
sounds like an easy question, but
but it's not.
No, it's not an easy question.
not.
So
It's
step out your
not.
body and go talk to your own self and see would you take your advice. Would you take it? All right.
Yes.
Yes.
Y'all just said yes. That's
Yeah,
not,
no,
that's,
because I think I give solid advice. When I do give advice to people, I think it's pretty sober, it's pretty solid, it's pretty I want, when I give advice, I don't want to give advice to people or to myself that I think I like to weigh
Mhm.
in the options, and I don't want to send anybody down a road that's for destruction. So I'm always weighing and thinking about something. So yes, when I do something and say count up the cost of what you do. So yes, I would definitely take my own advice, and I have.
Chauncey?
And I would take my own advice because similar to Keisha, when I'm talking to friends and, whether it's younger people, people the same age as myself, family or whatever, I'm not a yes man.
Right.
And so because I'm not a yes man, I'm going to be honest with you and I'm going to come from a more objective point of view as opposed to a subjective. Even with the kids, remember I shared with you before that I said to them, give me the opportunity, my first reaction to be that of your mother. And then, because you're not adults, the friend will kick in and then we'll put our heads together and figure out what to do. But don't be offended if my first reaction is that of your mother. So if you allow me that grace, then if I can do that with them, then I think that I could do that with just about anyone who comes and asks for it. I'm not going to give unsolicited advice, but if you ask me, I'll be honest.
That's a good one. Celeste?
I'm just being transparent. I have a lot of areas to grow. So I think I give good advice because I can give advice to other people and what they're going through because I can see things that they can't see. But I'm sort of still struggling with the whole compassion and being, and worried about people's feelings. And I do myself first, but I still am. So if I say to myself, that's it, you need to cut that person off. You need to stop giving them something. You need to stop, make them walk, make them take care of themselves. I ain't going to listen. I'm still gonna bring them food. I'm gonna still help them grow. So it depends on what kind of advice it is. If it involves loving somebody and caring for somebody and stop disabling, making them so they're dependent on me, it's probably not gonna work. I gotta have it. But if it's some solid advice, like make this money move, open up this business, do something like that, that's easy for me. But that other stuff, I'm still getting caught up in it. I'm still. I know I ain't supposed to be paying somebody's bills, but they can't do it. I'm just gonna help.
Celeste, it's all relative to what area, because we all have areas of weakness in all. So we're not can do it in every area. So let's put that out there. We have some areas that we need to grow. So that is a true statement. It depends on who. It depends on what it is. And our own personality about that situation, our own feelings about that situation, whether you're gonna listen to yourself or not. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this much. I will take my own advice when it comes to a relationship because I think I have enough credibility when it comes to relationship. I think that when we're talking about business, I would take my own advice.
I would take your advice too, Kim.
Thank you. I think that when we talk about spiritual growth, I think that I'm on a good path to know, because of course your relationship with God is a personal one. And because of that, I think that I would be hesitant to listen to what I'm saying because whatever your relationship is with God is your relationship with God. And I don't think that's something I would just make it interchangeable, if you understand what I'm saying. So like you were saying, Keisha, is we have all these different levels of growth or where we at. It depends on what advice I would take for myself. But I will say this much. I come from a long line of people who told you what they thought, and that is still me. You know what I mean? And because of that, I would take that advice because I do not shield feelings. And that may not be a good thing, but I do not shield feelings when I know that something may be impacting you that could be harmful or that is, almost stagnating you from being your happy self. And I'm going to keep saying that, your happy self. Because like you were saying, Celeste, okay, you like to help people. I like to help people. I really like to help people. It makes me feel good. But when it becomes a case where, I know that the person is not receptive, or the person is not, should not have this help, basically, then I would be a little bit hesitant to give that advice to people, because I think, again, guess what? That's all dependent on the person that's listening to it. Because, like you said, Celeste, some things you just ain't gonna freaking take it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Even if you hear it from yourself, you're not going to take it. So, and think about with your kids. Hell, half the time they don't take nothing that you say.
Oh, God,
These young
no.
adults now, they don't take it. But it is what it is. But I think this was a good episode, and
Yes.
I think it's food for thought. I think it helps people to understand that what you do, can you take it back? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Can you receive it? You know what I mean? So, final thoughts, y'all.
I think the points that you were making about taking your own advice in different areas, Keisha hit on a point where she talked about, we all have our weaknesses and stuff like that. But how I see that is some of the areas where we're weaker, we give good advice. We just
Just
don't.
don't.
We just don't take it.
So even though it's a personal weakness, I think at the age that we are, we have the wherewithal to understand sometimes what the right thing to do is, or a better way of going about it. It's just when you're in it, it's a little bit harder to do it.
Absolutely. Keisha?
Taking your advice. I would say just I have no thoughts on this.
Celeste,
Take your advice.
take your advice.
So sort of what you said, Kim. I am kind of hard on myself by taking advice.
Mhm.
Unless I come up to the same conclusion and I come to you and I say, how does this sound? Like bounce something back off on me, but you can't just give me advice and I just follow it. So that's probably why I can't follow my own. So I'm gonna work on that, because after hearing it, it sounds kind of bad. But yeah, it's very difficult. I'm better if you don't say anything and let me rock. But if you tell me to do something, I'm like really rebellious on that. I'm like, what?
But
You don't know
what? Just hearing yourself say that,
You don't know
isn't
me.
that like a checklist for yourself? You like,
It is. It is.
like I gotta probably revisit this over here.
I'm
You know what
working
I
on
mean?
so much stuff. I'm tired. I
We
got a whole bunch of
are.
stuff I'm working on.
I think that if you stop working on yourself, then
Ah,
you're not gonna really like yourself, because you have to
mhm.
keep working on yourself.
If you stop working on yourself, we're at the end. You're at the
Yeah.
end.
You
Oh yeah,
you
definitely
might be in
so.
depression and
We're always in a
need
state of
some intervention somewhere. So you're always working on yourself, always. So that's a good thing for us. That's a good thing. All right. Great episode. Great episode, ladies of the porch. All right. So in conclusion, make sure you guys check us out on our social media pages. And joining me today is
It's your girl Celeste, and remember that taking care of oneself is not selfish, it's necessary. Now take that advice.
That's right.
This is Chauncey, and remember to do all the good that you can in all the ways that you can for as long as you can.
And I'm your girl Keisha. And just remember, if you want less stress, stay out of other people's mess.
Girl,
Peace.
I love that one. And I'm your
Make me
girl.
want to shout.
Yeah, I know. I want to put that one in quotes. Stay out of other people's. And I'm your girl, Kimmy. And we are the ladies of Let's Chit Chat Sis. So have a wonderful week on purpose and take care of yourself. And we'll see you next Wednesday. Have a good week.